Let me tell you a little secret. Part of my job, the part I tell people about at parties to make it sound glamorous, is watching television. You get paid to watch TV? They ask, eyes wide with a mixture of envy and disbelief. I just smile and nod. It sounds like the dream, doesn't it? And in many ways it is, but like any job, it has its routines, its highlights, and the bits that feel, well, a bit like work. For years, I moved through the world of television like a seasoned pro, deftly sidestepping certain programs. I had my beat: the flashy new dramas, the buzzy reality shows, the stuff people were talking about online. And in my mind, Antiques Roadshow was the absolute opposite of all that. It was the television equivalent of a dusty, forgotten attic. It was Sunday afternoon TV for my grandparents. I envisioned quiet conversations about porcelain dolls and Queen Anne furniture, and frankly, I wanted no part of it. I managed to avoid it for years, a ghost in the BBC's scheduling machine. Then something started to shift. It began subtly. I'd be scrolling through our work system, and these headlines would pop up, little glimmers of gold in the digital stream. Man brings in grandfather's old watch, stunned by six-figure valuation, or a charity shop painting bought for £5 turns out to be a lost masterpiece. My curiosity, a beast that's usually well fed by my job, started to get hungry for something new. Okay, I thought, that's interesting. It was the thrill of the lottery, but with more tweed. The ultimate treasure hunt, playing out in real life. The final straw, the moment my carefully constructed wall of indifference came crumbling down, was an article I stumbled upon late one afternoon. It was about a woman who brought in a stunning maternity portrait of herself. It was intimate, beautiful, and a piece of her personal history. The expert valued it at a potential £2,000. I remember literally stopping mid-sip of my coffee. £2,000 for a personal painting she had tucked away. That was it. My professional interest had officially been piqued and was now morphing into a full-blown personal obsession. Even then, I didn't dive right in. It was a slow burn. I'd catch the last 5 minutes of an episode while waiting for the next show to start. Then I found myself volunteering to cover it for work on a Saturday night. My colleagues, bless them, would offer to take it off my hands. "Are you sure?" One would ask, a hint of pity in their voice. "I can totally watch it if you want." No, it's fine. I don't mind at all." I'd reply, maybe a little too quickly. Looking back, I now have a sneaking suspicion that they were all secret fans, playing a very polite game of chicken to see who would get to watch it. We were all in a clandestine Antiques Roadshow fan club and didn't even know it. Soon, my Saturday nights had a new rhythm. I'd settle in, and the iconic opening music would begin, a comforting call to another world. A world of hope, history, and unbelievable bargains. As someone who feels a genuine thrill finding a designer coat in a charity shop for a tenner, I felt a deep spiritual connection to these people. They were my tribe. The hopefuls who brought in car boot sale finds, the inheritors of items they knew nothing about, and the savvy collectors who played the long game. It's the stories. That's what truly gets you. It's never just about a vase or a piece of jewelry. It's about the person holding it. You see the nervous excitement in their eyes as they unwrap a fragile object from a worn towel. You hear them talk about their grandmother who wore this brooch every Sunday, or the father who brought this strange carving back from his travels. You get a tiny, beautiful window into a family's history, into a life lived. You connect with them. You start rooting for them with every fiber of your being. You want that dusty painting they found in the loft to be worth a fortune. You need that collection of old toys to fund their retirement. And then the magic happens. The expert, with their gentle voice and incredible knowledge, builds the moment. They turn the object over in their hands, pointing out a tiny, hidden maker's mark or a rare detail. The camera zooms in on the owner's face, a mask of pure, unadulterated hope. The crowd leans in. I lean in, right up to my TV screen. The expert takes a breath, and then they deliver the valuation. It's in that moment that my heart either soars or plummets. When the number is life-changing, I feel a jolt of pure, unselfish joy for this total stranger. But this is also where my one, single, soul-crushing infuriation with the show comes in. It's the moment that makes me want to throw a cushion at the television. The expert says, "And at auction, I would expect this to fetch somewhere in the region of £50,000. 50. £100,000. The owner gasps. Their hands fly to their mouth. Sometimes there are tears. I'm tearing up on my sofa.